Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for SP500 with Elliott Wave Theory. Today's topic is going to be the smaller time frame here, again until we are going to be completing or close to completing this whole structure. My main idea is still the same idea that we've had. The triangle is no longer the most probable since we have been starting to consolidate here. The more probable to me is this WXY count here, in which again we have already completed 3 into W, 3 into X, and now we'd be looking for a 3 into wave Y, targeting anything from 4400 to 4600 basically around here. We've had this channel going on for quite a while now, and we'll see if that is going to be coming into play. We would need some kind of an extension here on price to get anywhere close to the upper limit of this channel, but it definitely can do so. But let's take a look at the smaller time frames here and see what we have in terms of Elliott wave count. Again, coming up, I've had this more as a three-way structure, ABC. I've seen some people labeling this as some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't really like that at all. I do like this way better as an ABC, but each their own, I guess. This would be for me a wave W. I'm not quite sure if this is completed this wave X yet, but to me there is definitely a good chance for that already. Within that wave X we would have this as an ABC coming down. We took the liquidity from the lows of wave A with the wave C, and then had an impulse wave up from there to the upside. In my opinion, again, looks okay. It doesn't have the perfect look since this wave 4 is very small. However, I don't really think that this is an ABC because again the extension here is so extreme. But yeah, that's the idea, and this would be wave A of a micro count coming down for wave B here, either at these lows or we have not completed the wave B as of yet. Overall, again, we have hit the 0.5 retracement of this wave A here for the wave B, and the only invalidation, true invalidation, is at these lows, at which again market structure is going to be changing. We have shifted the market structure to bullish when we took out the previous highs here, and however we are now being consolidating in the same range for quite a bit now, since Wednesday basically, and yeah, it's not looking too hot at this moment. We have received some kind of resistance here at the 1-to-1 extension of this move, so there is of course a chance that we're going to be creating a structure to something like this, where we could be targeting the 0.618 retracement of this original move here before we are turning into that wave C. However, if we are going to be getting a bit higher into that 1.618, then we can be starting to think whether this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 and looking for 5, and at that point again we would be targeting a bit higher prices overall. 1-to-1, $4,200, and this is probably going to be just the first leg of this whole thing. If this extends way further, something like this, into 1.618, then we can start to think that this could be something of an impulse wave instead of an ABC. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into an A wave, 3-way pullback, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we are at our targets. The other way of looking at this, if this turns into an ABC, is either it's the start of that wave Y with a diagonal into a wave A, B and C, or this would just become an wave W, X, Y, and that could be just a wave W, X, Y of higher degree again. We could be just going upwards in very much more of a corrective way. We don't know that how we're going to be doing anything. Also, one of the chances is that if this comes back in here, we could be targeting liquidity above here, the previous highs around the 1-to-1 41.17, and at that point we could be even doing something like this, taking the liquidity here, creating a three-way structure for this X actually to be in here, and only then we would be targeting that wave Y later on. So there is still quite a few different scenarios. Again, pivot points are this low here, and especially this 1-to-1 I would want to be seen broken at this time soon. Very much locally, again the scenario would be to take out the 1.618 41.70. That would be giving us more believable scenarios for the bull counts. So again, that is something to keep an eye on. But we'll see if this is going to be the rejection point of us coming down back or not. If it comes back here, this would be another area of interest here, around $4,100, with a support of some kind of structural support here just below it. So it could be an area of interest for sure. Let's take a look at, let's see, Nasdaq for example. Again, a bit more bullish. There was talks about how this could be a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Again, that turns a bit too bullish, but I'm not sure how else I could be labeling this, to be honest, at this point. It could be an ABC here, and we would be creating a structure like this coming back down before we are going up. That would again make it so that this is more likely an ABC structure overall because of the time element. But those are the only things I would be looking at this very moment. Similar to SP500, we are reaching some kind of consolidation area in here, which is not that good of a thing to see. Again, 1-to-1 and looking for potential pullbacks. This kind of looks very impulsive to the downside, so there is a chance that this wave 2 again is not in, but we are creating an ABC structure here, targeting the lows here, and then we would be looking for something else afterwards. But I think those are the things that I'm looking for here on shorter term time frame, and we'll see how those play out. And of course, if you want to check out more of my content and education, check out the following advertisements. But for now, again, I thank you for watching and hope to see you on the next videos. Bye bye. Couple of advertisements here: Patreon Elliott Wave Basics course, weekly live streams and more Elliott Wave analyses. Udemy Elliott Wave Advanced course, including RSI, risk management, Elliott Wave strategies and time analysis, and candle trend capital, trade setups, education and community. Check us out if you're interested in learning more.